Oh, I think that I fucked it up. I'm sorry, I thought I did. It didn't fucking refresh. I hit the go live and then I tabbed back into Twitch chat and then it was like, oh, you're working on the page for long enough, brother. Speaking of Fate Stay Night, I know, yeah, technically this variation of her is from Prisma Ilia, but don't have a fucking cow, man. Don't have a cow, man. Yeah, that's crazy that if you tab out before it goes live, it just doesn't. No object permanence whatsoever. Now, do we want to mute the entire YouTube VOD or not? Because I can just play music that won't get it muted. I can just play Final Fantasy XIV music. Or I can play the most copyrighted music of all time and just listen to my regular Spotify playlist. Ooh, baby. Look at all those letters. Get out of here. I like 14 music. I like Final Fantasy XIV. I'm actually so happy that we're going back and doing, you know, honestly, I think that this is maybe like the ideal for me, like unironically platonic ideal of rating in an MMORPG these days for me is going back and redoing all the old Savage content from expansions that are no longer relevant, because at that point you're purely just doing it for fun, you know? Instead of glory, or like, oh no, I'm gonna miss my stupid weekly reset and stressing out about that because I think that there's something wrong with me. I think my brain might have something wrong with it. Cause I get that really bad like choice paralysis shit. And I'm like, if I don't get this fucking daily reset, then it's over. If I don't get this daily reset, if I don't do my fucking weeklies, it's actually over. You know what I'm saying? Leading to the next expansion streams and next expansion Savage rating. Maybe if you guys in chat can get good enough to carry me and Mint and Ecto and Chromu when we are potentially drinking alcohol through Savage raids, then God bless you guys. You guys need to get your chud up, though. I better see those chuds rising in chat if you want us to do current Savage content, though. So, I'm just saying that at level 100, we did Ruby Conte EX unsynced, and I don't remember it going very well. I'd hate to see the fucking story EX from Dawn Trail. One of the new fishes in like for fish endgame rating, for fishing, for endgame fish rating. It can't be worse than like the conditional triple fucking, I'm sorry, triple mooches. Yahoo! 90 days downtime. 90 days downtime? Okay, wait, that's a lot. Mint learns more about mitting. Once I put like a guide in front of her that's like, hey, well, because that's the thing, like tanking, main tanking especially in Savage content is literally the easiest thing ever, because you literally get handed a guide and it says, when you see this word cast, hit your button that makes you take no damage. Bro, laughing, crying emoji. You know? Ah, shit. Let's be real also, if Gunbreaker continues as it does, then progging Savage with a Gunbreaker is gonna make me tear my hair out. Get out of here. Who knows? Maybe that that gameplay overhaul will make tanking not so ass anymore. Tanking is the easiest in any big MMO. Yeah, tanking in... I would say that, like, tanking in World of Warcraft is like the accessibility role. Where, like, you want to play with your friend who's, like, a little slow, but you don't want him to feel like he's bringing the fucking raid down. So you let him main tank. Right? 40 VTuber Molten Core stream. I've seen what fucking WoW players do to streamers, bro. I don't want anything to do with that shit. I wanted to get into a cesspool, well, let's just say I wouldn't need WoW players to put me in there. All right? We got enough of our own shit going on right now. Frogger with Gunbreaker is optimal because they deal more damage when the other tanks for no reason. Yeah, but also they take way more damage, though. I guess they're okay for... This sucks. Okay, well. I'll take that. The accessibility role is range DPS. They only exist for the 1% stats. Spoken like a true dancer main. The one Han wonder, baby. Is this Spotify? It is Final Fantasy music. It's Final Fantasy music on Spotify. Get out of here. Is this a Yakuthon? We'll say it's just normal Jong. But if I get a Yakumon, then the Yakuthon is over. We can have it both ways. Guys, I went to Trader Joe's, and the very chatty cashier really wanted to talk to me about Claire Expedition 33. I think that we gotta do it. I think I gotta do a Claire Expedition 33 marathon for my birthday. I think we gotta do it. And I think I gotta get my mods to be hyper vigilant. Anyone who says anything that might even be construed as a spoiler will be fucking nuked from orbit. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't stream it. Don't do it. Oh wait, shit. Get out of here. Yeah, no spoilers. Ah, wee. Guys, do you know what a crossbreed between a fucking wiener dog and a French bulldog is called? You're never gonna believe this shit. Funniest dog I ever heard of. It's called a fucking French bull wiener. They call that shit a fucking bull wiener. Laughing, crying emoji. Why they call it that, bruh? It wasn't that funny. I beg to differ, because it's called wiener. And that's fucking hilarious. Yeah. Fucking dog breeds look fake. I don't know if I'm just like unk status now and I can't tell the difference between AI and real life, or if esoteric dog mixes look like they're generated by AI. Because some of those little fuckers actually do not look real at all. It's so funny. They do not look like they should exist at all. Oh, please don't. Yeah, well, I'm really torn because I really like every dog that has been genetically altered to suffer 24/7. So I really want one, but also I don't want to bring an animal into existence only for it to live a cursed, suffering-filled lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Right? But I love like Pekingeses, and I love like French bulldogs and English bulldogs. Wait, there's only fucking 2 tiles left? Why did I reachy? Dude, I'm stupid as hell. Why did I do that? My bad. A Doberman, Pinscher, and Chihuahua, and they never stopped barking. Yeah, no, I wouldn't be. I'd be going Caesar Milan on that little fuck. If I ever got a dog, you bet your ass I would be spending like $10,000 on like several months of rigorous fucking doggy daycare, okay? That little freak is not going to be one of those misbehaved, heckin' wholesome doggo millennial fucking dog parent fur baby. Oh, he's actually really nice, like, as long as you don't look him directly in the eye and you're not a child under the age of 7, because then it'll just go straight for the throat. No, absolutely not. Get that out of here. Adopt a dog for $50. No, I would be getting I would want a Welsh Corgi or something. I would want a French Bulldog or a Welsh Corgi. I looked at, again, the French Bull Wiener, because I was like, oh, I like both of these dogs. What would they look like together? And then it looks like it's called the French Bull Wiener, and they look like 2 times pimpy, 3 times bape. And I don't know why. Why would a bull wiener look like 2 times pimpy, 3 times bape? And I don't know if it's AI generated or not. I can't tell. Welsh Corgis are so cute. Huh? I know 2 times pimpy, 3 times bape is real. But what I'm saying is that I don't know if a French bull wiener really looks like that. They look normal. They look like 2 times pimpy, 3 times bape. I'm actually so fucking pissed off. This shit sucks. The Alaskan bull wiener. Oh, okay. Giant piles of bubblegum. Mr. Krabs, I have an idea. 10 times Grinch. I'm the Grinch now. Grinch party. They should add the Grinch. They should collab. The Grinch and Mahjong Soul should fucking collab. Is Dr. Seuss dead? Do you think that he'd be fucking pissed that they turned his, like, Christmas story about, like, how overconsumption ruins the spirit of Christmas into one of the most, like, merchandised and overconsumed Christmas things ever? He should be. If he was alive, he'd be so racist on social media, I bet. I think that, honestly, we should all be thankful that certain authors and such are fucking dead. Because if we knew what their real opinions were by them tweeting about them or posting them on fucking Facebook or whatever, then we would have a lot less respect for them. And I'm a big fan of separating the art from the artist. But I don't think I'm ever gonna be able to get over fucking Vanish Me Poopums. Okay? And I feel like that no one should be able to get over Vanish Me Poopums. Supplemental lore for my epic universe. Everyone would just fucking poop their pants all the time.
Come.
Pretty much every artist did terrible stuff. Yeah, well, I think that I don't know if society is ready for this take, but the most esoteric and hard to work with and unlikable people make the best art in most cases. Look at the fucking Disco Elysium author, bro. That dude is fucking impossible to work with. And yet, Chevy Chase, also true. Chevy Chase is also a famous fucking bad guy. But also, like, every movie he was ever in, he played, like, a bad guy. So I don't know why people were surprised by that, like, particular revelation. Every movie Chevy Chase was in, he starred as a guy who wanted to cheat on his incredibly attractive wife all the time for no reason. And people were surprised that he turned out to not be a very nice guy. It drives me crazy that in National Lampoon's Vacation and Christmas Vacation, Chevy Chase is fantasizing about cheating on his wife with a woman who's not even, like, more attractive than her, because she's a Hollywood actress. It doesn't make any sense. Much to think about. That was weird. Well, yeah, because it's supposed to be funny, relatable. I want to cheat on my bitch wife. Moment. But again, they had to cast, like, an attractive woman as his wife because, you know, she's a Hollywood actress or whatever. He did it for the love of the game. Getting head from a stalker in his bathroom while his girl called the cops. I can't believe that guy was Mr. Shining himself. Why would Jack Nicholson do that? I don't know. I think that being famous ruins your life. Because I've seen this on a very small scale, like being a streamer / VTuber. And just something it does to your brain chemistry. Oh, wait, shit. I'm a fucking idiot. I don't even win. Wait, we tied. Wait, I win because of seat order. I win because of seat order. They call her the GOAT. I'm literally the smartest person alive. Oh, baby. Yeah. Feels fucking good, man. There he is already before the other people have even left the lobby. What? They make a second Washizu? Double Washizu. Do I even have any? I have a live 2D skin. I have a live 2D skin of everyone's favorite character. Everyone's favorite character. Wish you had the Godspeed others had to get in. He'll be able to get in. Rezul just had to ensure his spot. I need Mint to stream more Final Fantasy 14. I need to watch her stream more Final Fantasy 14. She has to do it. Why are there so many wires? Rezul's the wires guy. Too many questions. Rezul loves that little cat. He loves that funny little cat. Like a screaming Viking? I haven't been called that since my honeymoon. Boom. Edging on Microsoft Edge. That's an awesome username. Thank you so much for the Prime sub, and welcome back. Also, let's get all the other resubs while we're here. While we're here, Authentic Human, thank you so much for the resub. Welcome back for 8 months. Thank you so much. Zudrag, thank you for the resub. Welcome back for 27 months. Yahoo, that's almost 3 years. Welcome back. Is it more than 3 years? No, it's almost 3 years. I don't know. I don't know how to do math. Mossy Banana, thank you so much for the resub. Welcome back for 25 months. Welcome back. Thank you so much. Wanu, thank you for the resub. Welcome back for 19 months. Welcome back. Thank you. Rathalos Blue, thank you for the resub. Welcome back for 14 months. Cheese Toasties, please. Holy guacamole. That's a long time. Thank you so much for the 60 months at tier 3. Absolutely crazy. I hope you've been doing well. I remember the first stream of mine that you ever watched was a Eternal Return Black Survival stream. Back when that was like my most played game. Absolutely crazy that I did that. But anyways, Wise Men, thank you for the resub. Welcome back for 36 months. The Great JL, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Fluzzy VT, thank you for the resub. Welcome back for 6 months. Thank you so much. Hunter Hughes, thank you for the resub. Welcome back for 40 months. Thank you, thank you. Sir Dragon 3rd, thank you for the resub. Welcome back for 13 months. Edging on Microsoft Edge, once again, thank you for the 3 months of Prime. Orochi Nova, thank you for the resub. Welcome back for 7 months. And Shalavan, thank you for the resub. Welcome back for 20 months. Thank you so much. Welcome back. I hope that you're having a fantastic time, a fantastic day. Happy Snake Week, everybody. You gotta bring back Snake Week. My weight could be anything. You lost money? What'd you lose your money on, Jacer? Isn't there some new Square RPG coming out that I literally only know about because I saw a optional paid cosmetic item in the Final Fantasy 14 cosmetic shop for it? You can't play Final Fantasy 14 in the Philippines? They just ban you? They won't even let you buy it? They let you buy it and they won't let you play it? You can't just connect to a different data center? That's... what? Really? They let you buy it, but they won't let you play it? Brother, do you want me to get you a VPN or something? That is so weird. They let you buy it, but they don't let you play it. How far along are we? We're doing, raids. We're doing, like, old raids and EXs now. We're currently on, when we start again... God dang it. When we start again, which should be Tuesday... Literally Epeko. I also had Epeko, but I also had other things going on. We should be starting on second coil. And then perhaps final coil. And then Mint is still making her way through the Heavensward, like, expansions and story. She had just finished the vault. Last I had checked. when she was streaming it the other day. New Life is Strange next month. Really? Square Enix just be fucking coming out with shit, bro. They still make those? Yeah, I heard that like season 2 came out and everybody hated it and got mad at it, and now no one plays it anymore. You know what I think is so crazy also? Why do people still make regular video games when Genshin Impact makes $135 million a month when a banner people want comes out? It just doesn't make any sense. And I guess that's probably why we keep seeing live service in shitification of video games, of quote-unquote real video games, because every dev is like, bro, why aren't we doing this? I'm surprised, because Square Enix is routinely one of the stupidest and like most out of touch companies when it comes to doing things, if that makes any sense. Like, they really just don't know what people want. They're like, ah, yes, let's make all of our new releases exclusive to the PlayStation 5, except in a year. And then you can buy it on the Epic Games Store. What if we made it illegal to stream the ending of our game? And we don't tell you when the ending is, but we will take legal action against you and get your content taken down and community strikes on your channel if you stream the ending of this game, even years after its release. Guys, NFTs are the future of gaming. We're going whole hog in on the Square Enix NFT project. It's so crazy. And they've had 1 million gacha games and they've all sucked and been like the most like predatory gacha games that I've ever seen. Final Fantasy Brave Exvius shut down recently, which is one of the more infamously predatory ones. Wow. It's just that easy. Oh yeah! Oh baby! Oh baby, yeah! Guys, what if instead of releasing one remake of our most famous RPG, we split it into 3 full-length 80-hour RPG games? Wouldn't that be a great idea? Holy shit! No, what do you mean the second time we did this, it instantaneously lost 85% of its fucking player base? That doesn't make any sense. We're already fatigued by part 2. What, you don't want to play another 80 hours? You don't want to play another 80 hours of Final Fantasy VII Remake? You have something better to do with your time? No, you don't. They should, yes, if they did a Spirits Within like remake or reboot, that would make sense right now. Would you want to do 80 hours of minigames? We'll get him back with part 3, guys. They are milking that Final Fantasy VII cow. Do you remember when the Final Fantasy Chocobo Racing reboot game came out on the Nintendo Switch and they had this really stupid battle pass system and Cloud was locked behind it and you had to pay real money to get the battle pass to unlock Cloud, and it was a limited time thing, and if you didn't play within the first month of the game coming out, you could just never get Cloud ever. And now if you pick the game up, you can't get Cloud. Remember when they made a gacha game version of one of their really unsuccessful and unliked games that they released on the NES called King's Knight, and they put it in Final Fantasy 15 as a constant advertisement because all the characters in that game talk about and play that game, and when I played 15, I assumed that it was like a joke. I was like, oh, that's like a reference to the old game they made. That's cute. But no, it was a real gacha game that they were trying to promote in their premium $60 RPG, bro. And all the ads for like cup noodles and shit, they're just putting advertisements in the game. What the fuck kind of crack are they smoking? The cup noodle one is funnier, but it's still weird. We're so back. I did not deal in. We're smoking filtered crack, you stupid son of a bitch. It feels like Yoshida is the only one who knows what he's doing, which I guess is why they keep putting him in charge of every video game that they make. So strange. Such a strange company. Squaresoft and Enix combining was a mistake, bro. What the fuck were they doing? And then they acquired IDOS. They got Tomb Raider and Deus Ex. When was the last Deus Ex game that came out? Wait, Amazon owns Square Enix? They were better when they were competitors. Yeah, it's a bit of a strange merger. Yes, I do remember Kane and Lynch 2. I remember Kane and Lynch 2 because it was like 4 hours long and cost $60. Oh, Amazon bought Crystal Dynamics. Right! Square Enix sold off a bunch of their smaller studios and stuff that they had acquired so that they could fund their NFT project. Of course, how could I be so foolish? They sold Crystal Dynamics so they could invest in NFTs. And that's actually real. What the fuck are they doing? What are they doing? I'm getting angrier the more I think about it. They literally like got on the boat late. Like after everyone had already known that NFTs were just like a pump and dump money laundering scheme, bro. It's so crazy. Their NFT game is hitting end of service. Yes. Not surprising. Old men out of touch. You guys, Polymarket bet. Do you think that in 2026 Square Enix is gonna announce that they're making like their new IP like entirely with AI? I wouldn't be surprised. One fear. Because Japan is getting really big on AI right now. In the same way that Japan was really into NFTs. And they had, like, been convinced that it was going to be the next big thing. Because there were a lot of, like, Japanese artists and stuff who were just doing NFT stuff because they didn't like know that it was like a fucking crypto bro pump and dump scheme, basically. And they were like, oh, it's this new big tech thing that's really big in the West, so we need to get in on it when it's still good, you know? And AI is kind of doing the same thing in Japan right now, where like all the major like news syndications are like, oh, this really interesting new technology from the West or whatever. Also, did you guys see that the stock market exploded on Thursday? Like, I think it actually lost $1 trillion off the market cap. Get fucked, Rezul. Thank you so much for that Ricci stick. Stay dead, bozo. Sorry, that was a little too harsh. I'm sorry. You just got beaten by Ichihime, bro. I got owned. I got. Get fucking wrecked. Hold on, wait. Let's do Wanu's ranked audit. Oh baby, he's back in the positives. Guys, he's back in the positives. 2 second places in the recent 10 matches. You'll love to see it. Oof. 4 fourths is really, really not so good, but you'll love to see it anyway. I'm not shaming him. I'm doing it. I'm doing a audit. I'm not shaming anyone. I'm simply auditing. I'm doing a brother check-in, okay? I need 10 jongers to post, not repost, to spread the message to know that they're there to audit someone's ranked gameplay at a moment's notice. When he's beating up on the poor oppressed streamer. Would you rather be really, like, have amazing luck at ranked games and completely own all your ranked games, but lose every game on stream? Or win every game on stream uncontestedly and own the streamer, but get absolutely booty blasted in every ranked game that you play? Now there's a question. Can't do it. I just want my Oshi to suffer. Win every game on stream, every time. Guys, didn't they release some like stuff about the new Mahjong Soul event on their X the Everything app account? Also, I regret to inform anyone who was praying for my downfall that things have been great for me recently. Okay? I pulled for the new Zenless Zone Zero character, Suna, and it didn't even take one 10 pull. It took one singular pull. Like, literally, I did a 10 pull, and the first pull in the 10 pull, I got her. So, I'm to those praying for my downfall. Gonna have to keep trying. My feng shui is rising. Got that Chinese New Year buff. Guys, where is the French Laundry? Fuck you! What the hell, man? On my dealer tune, right in front of my salad. Slab has better feng shui than I do, I guess. I'll use the $45 I get from mine to buy Domino's pizza, as is accordance to Confucian philosophy. That's so awesome. I want a little red note. I've never gotten a little red note before. I want Zhao Hong Shu. I want Zhao Hong Shu. Little red book. Little red book. Slapping a bald head with money so that it becomes good jade. Also important. Also, what's this fucking remix from? Sorry, I'm literally crocheting right now. I'm literally crocheting right now because I just remembered that I had started a project and I wanted to keep working on it. Whoopsie. LOL. Little red book. My bad. Playing Mahjong and crocheting is hag maxing. You could say that I'm gracefully entering the next stage of my life. I would not be opposed to someone saying that. That shit is grown maxing. Fuck you guys. Fuck you guys. Fuck you. I'm making a pot holder. It's functional. Would be smoking. I don't smoke. That's bad for you. Well, well, well. Looks like that Chinese luck bonus has not paid out in dividends. Lamau! Get shit on. LOL. Wakanda forever. You guys are gonna make me drop my stitches. Sorry, you don't do stitches with crocheting. You tie knots. Mahjong is. What does knit 1 purl 2 even mean? I don't know. I don't knit. Slab could tell you, because as much as he is fucking sitting on his high horse making fun of me right now, I know that he knits for a fact. So ask him what knit 1 purl 2 means. Truth nuke. Get out of here. Get out of here, buddy. Yes, discard you. My ass is not reading the discards. Who? Get out of here. UO slab situation is crazy. You love my YouTube? Thank you. I want to do a better job at YouTube. I am unfortunately cursed with the autism of pattern recognition, so I know what kind of content does well on YouTube. And my idea... Mr. Krabs, I have an idea! My idea... is to do more Soulsborne content, because that does really well. Time to start reacting to lore videos. I could literally start printing infinite money if I just did that. If I reacted, because you don't even have to go full chud. Like, you can do, like, the chud grift and be like, I'm mad at whatever people are telling me to get mad at this week, gamers, right? Like, and make a, you know, 100 million jabillion dollars, right? You could do that. But even if you're just, like, you know, reacting to, like normal shit, you can make 100 million billion dollars, too. So, who can say? Men are good, women are bad. I'm a woman, but I hate women. So that makes me unique. Yeah, at least, can I do a tier list of ranking Dark Souls bosses based on how racist I think they are? I think that would be a really good YouTube video. Which Dark Souls boss is the most racist? Massive Dog One, thank you for the 100 bits. Gwyn would have to be at the top, yeah. Gwyn would probably be #1. Seath?
Isn't that a given?
I don't think that Seath would be that racist, because he did fuck Guinevere. So that's like an interracial thing. You know? Would get clickbaited by that. Oh, you fool. You fool. I've got bad news for you. Hitting you with the fucking truth nuke. Gwendolyn is #1. Yeah. Racist femboy. Name a more iconic duo. You can't. There are two gamers inside of me. The femboy and the racist. See, it is like Uncle Ruckus for dragons. Maybe, wait, hold on. You might be cooking there, actually. I'm gonna have to put a lot more thought into this. All right, I'm putting it in the idea Google Doc. Google Doc. Sign in. Great ideas. New idea. New idea. Which Dark Souls ranking Dark Souls bosses based on how racist I think they would be. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. I think that would actually go crazy. Someone's already made a video on that. Can I tell you a secret? Which is that the meta on YouTube now is to see a YouTube video that somebody else made that did really well and literally make the exact same video. Same title, same thumbnail, but very slightly different. Same beats of the video, exact same beats of the video. Basically take their entire script and everything that they wrote out and said during that video and put it through ChatGPT and say, rewrite this to get the same point across but sound different. And then make it. And I know this because I've seen it. I see that that's what people do. Because I remember do you guys remember that YouTube video we watched like a year or more ago of that guy who he made like some YouTube videos called like, I went to like every themed restaurant in America or some shit like that. And his channel has a bunch of other stuff, and he has a video about buying food on Facebook Marketplace. And I was looking that up because I wanted to show it to somebody. And literally somebody else, some other guy, verbatim, took the same title, the same thumbnail. I didn't watch the video, but I presume that the structure of the video is also the same. And the main guy who did it first's video has like 2.5 million views. And the guy who literally just stole the other guy's concept and idea and thumbnail and title and video, his video had 1.5 million views. And for like YouTube, like ad revenue CPM metrics, he made like $20,000 on that video by just taking another guy's idea. Which is actually fucking crazy. Yes, and then people react to those videos and then get like 250,000 views for watching somebody else do an actually high effort video. Because yes, the guy who stole the thumbnail and the concept, he still went out and did it and bought food on Facebook Marketplace and edited the video and went and walked around and talked to people and bought food and shit. But then you get another guy coming in and reacting to it, adding like no meaningful commentary, just being like, wow, actually what this guy is saying is really true. This guy, actually, it's really true. I don't know if you guys know this. What this guy is saying is actually really true. It's really true what this guy is saying right here. I don't know if you guys know this, but what this guy is saying, that's actually, I really agree with what this guy is saying. It's really true. And you say that, and then you get 500,000 views, and you make $10,000 on the YouTube video. And it's that easy. Like, I got a fucking bone to pick with VTubers because, like, if they actually just put 40% of the effort that they put into YouTube, that they put into their worthless Twitter account, that will get them nothing. Because no one cares about Twitter, then they could actually be way more successful. It's actually insane. If you're looking to get into, like, being a content creator online, I cannot stress enough how fucking worthless Twitter is. It's actually not worth your time at all. Use it as a repository to share your fucking dog shit opinions with your stupid fans. But other than that, or shit posting, but don't ever expect it to be a platform where you're actually gonna get people who are gonna watch your shit. Because that's not how it works. People follow your Twitter because they watch your shit. They won't watch your shit because they follow your Twitter. And that's where all the V-tweeters get it wrong. where they're like, I have 50,000 followers on Twitter and nobody watches my streams. Yes, it's because you probably got those followers on Twitter by being unfunny or stealing someone else's memes or having annoying drama opinions. And people who follow you for annoying drama opinions want annoying drama. They don't want to watch you play Genshin Impact and do your dailies, brother. That's how you found Slab and Mari. That's true, but also I would say that Wanu, you're someone who was already involved in like the VTubing community at large. And at a certain point, yes, having a Twitter account does help with discoverability in some senses, but also like, I don't know. The difference between the amount... So, Slab had, just for an example, you said you found Slab from his Twitter account. Slab had like 100,000 followers on Twitter. And that made him go from like 13 average viewers or so to like 150. That's pretty respectable. That's a lot of growth. That's a lot of viewership. Him going from like 5K subs on YouTube to 100,000 subs on YouTube made him go from like 250 average viewers to 1,000. So in terms of like return on growing your platform to bringing it into another platform, YouTube was leagues better than Twitch. And for what it's worth, again, like sometimes that's not always going to be the case. If you do like utilitarian content, like if you're someone who just does like, I researched this thing and now I'm going to tell you about it, and then you start trying to stream as like a personality on Twitch, there's probably not going to be that much overlap. Damn, well, at least I didn't deal in. And yes, also Slab was posting videos from his streams on Twitter and not just posting memes or drama or whatever, right? That's another thing that he was doing. Bro had literally a single-sided weight. You literally have the Imperial Mandate. The fucking universe knows that Slab is doing Chinese Week tomorrow, so it gave him better Mahjong luck. Actually insane. Those Chinese Temu luck charms paying out in dividends. Well, yeah, Slab, what percentage of your viewers are coming from Funny Junk? Can you tell us? Can you let us know? You're like the Funny Junk YouTuber, VTuber, bro. They love you. They love you on Funny Junk. You are literally Funny Junk's top guy. Funny Joke is old school. I know, that's why it's so funny that that Slab routinely gets posted there. Hold on, I'm starting a new round. I have to make a mental note. Of where the first stitch is. I'm literally fucking crone maxing. I'm literally crone maxing. This is fucking embarrassing. Fuck, dude. I'm not knitting, I'm crocheting. It's very slightly different. You tie knots instead of knitting stitches. I have to look at my pattern again because I don't know what pattern I'm supposed to go in for this one. discard that. Yeah, I need to have the croning, my croning ceremony. Where I transition into the new phase of my fucking life. Where I become an old, childless woman. And all I do is play Mahjong and chain smoke cigarettes and knit and crochet and drink wine and play gacha games. Isn't that just menopause? Yes! A menopause party? Have I had any scallion pancakes? No! I made some shit that legit I think is something that Italian people probably, it's like a dump meal. It's like the kind of thing that you would never see on a menu at a restaurant, but people eat it. Where it was literally, it's like some shit I've never heard of before, and it calls for you to use like crushed up lasagna noodles instead of like a different kind of pasta. And literally, there's like 5 ingredients. All you do is braise pork, like a whole pork shoulder, in some kind of stock. It can be whatever you want. And you braise that for a few hours. And then you take the braising liquid and the pork shoulder. And you add a little bit of butter and a little bit of lemon and a little bit of pasta water and the noodles and Parmesan. And that's it. And it's crazy good. It's kind of insanely good. If you want the exact recipe I used, and let me tell you something. This recipe calls for Grana Padano cheese, okay? And as a red-blooded Italian, I can tell you, unless you're like a fucking hyper taster, you will not be able to tell the difference between Grana Padano cheese and Parmesan. So don't fucking like fret over not being able to find Grana Padano cheese. Six, 7. You've never heard of that? If you live near a Trader Joe's, they would definitely have it there, because Trader Joe's is like white woman mecca. Every 3 hours, white women have to face towards the nearest Trader Joe's and pray to it. So they have like every variety of cheese and such. And like a bunch of little grazing treats. I should know because I just fucking went there. And I was like, if anywhere is going to have this Grana Padano cheese, it's going to be Whole Foods or Trader Joe's. And my ass was not going to a Whole Foods. Okay? So, I went to Trader Joe's instead. Also, hello, Yoro! Welcome in. How was your stream? Ronaldinho soccer, baby. You love to see it. What are you guys doing tonight? I hope you guys had a freaking excellent time. Stan. In the place where you live. Women do love grazing. Women hate eating food. Women hate eating food. Women love grazing on a plate of 7 olives and like 3 crackers and like 2 slices of hard cheese and 5 strawberries. Maybe this is like, maybe I'm just a fucking idiot, but to me, it makes sense. Okay? To me, it makes sense that women like fucking grazing, because it's like a hunter-gatherer thing. Men want to eat one giant cheeseburger with 10,000 calories in it. And women want to eat several varieties of cheese and berries and olives and such. I want a bowl of meat and beans. I eat pears and shit now. Shout out to all my pear. They got that Instagram influencer diet, bruh. Did you guys see Man cereal? Did you see that cereal just got its balls back? Thank God. Thank fucking God. I don't want to be some fucking soy male eating pussy woke cereal. Finally, I can eat my epic bacon Man cereal instead. Yeah, it literally looks like fucking Bachelor Chow. What is Man cereal? It's cereal that's like full of protein and creatine and all that other pseudoscience horse shit that they say does something but doesn't actually. And they charge you like $15 a box for it. That's the real grift. And it's literally like epic bacon flavored fucking Man cereal. Because I've told you guys before about Diet Dr. Pepper 10 had that advertisement campaign where everyone knows that diet soda is inherently for women for some reason. So Diet Dr. Pepper, the one with the 10 calories, had this ad campaign where they were like, it's not for fucking women. Diet Dr. Pepper 10 calories. It's not for fucking chicks, bro. And then they stopped making it, which is a shame because that shit was actually like really good. And then they also have those Devour meals where personally, because all the ads I've seen for Devour frozen meals, it's been like they're implying that the guy eating it wants to have sex with the food. And I think that that's just like off-putting for anybody, honestly. They're healthy choice for men. They probably are literally made in the same factory, if I had to take a guess. But if you guys are interested in pork ragu in general, the recipe I made was from the New York Times again. Again, I'm on my fucking crone maxing era. I'm literally crocheting while I'm playing Mahjong. I just need a fucking cigarette and we'd already be there. But it's called pork ragu al maialino is what it's called. I would recommend using a noodle that's not like crushed up lasagna sheets unless you already have those, in which case just use them. Anything that's good for like a lighter sauce would be good, like maybe like a farfalle, because it's not a very like thick creamy sauce, like something like a, you know, cacio e pepe or what have you. Epic bacon. Guys, when does the fucking narwhal bacon? Guys, when do the narwhals bacon? At midnight, my good sir. Wolf615, thank you for the subscription. Guys, it might be time. What kind of fucking hand is this? This hand is dog shit. What kind of fucking hand is this? I like your bacon. Thanks. I stole them from the narwhal. That's so funny. Epic bacon. Guys, it's viable. Guys, it's literally viable. Women, I don't eat. I didn't say I don't eat. I said women don't eat, okay? Black guys, they drive like this. But white guys, they drive like this. Okay? It's true, it's true. Mental flashbang? Why? Why? You guys don't like The Simpsons? Guys from under the red sun be like... What are you guys gonna do with your little red book money? What are you guys gonna do with your Zhao Hong Shu? Pay rent. I'm Filipino, so I'm not getting any. That's so sad. Get a cheap apartment in Beijing. If you have a work from home job, you should move to China. I'm saying you should do it right now. If you work from home and you make the strong American dollar, you should absolutely go to China. You'd rather move to Japan. Their asses are not letting you in anytime soon, unfortunately. Why? Because you can get like a luxury apartment in Beijing for $800 a month or something. Now, this does, of course, come with the caveat that the average income of a family in Beijing is like $1,200 a month. Which is why I say you need to have a work from home job. But imagine being the sexiest guaylo in all of Beijing. That could be you. That could be you, chat. That could be you. Yeah, the tallest guaylo, too. Double taxation, that would suck a little bit, yeah. Guys, it's so viable. Need a few VPNs. Yeah, you can do it though. You can get a VPN. I believe in you. No privacy because your work from home job will be monitored. I think that if you have a work from home job in the United States, you are also monitored, no? That's why you have to get the mouse jiggler. Me being a guy whose worst crime, pirating a movie, versus global elite billionaires just sending emails listing all of their horrific crimes in detail from a Gmail account with their real face and name tied to it. Make a special economic zone for fat Americans. If they're bringing in American money, they would absolutely do that. They would absolutely make a fat American, like, repository zone. What? Guys, it was so viable. Ah! Guys, it was so viable. The bum I met in training at work clued in to the rest of us that putting an apple on the mouse pad keeps the laptop from going to sleep. That's so funny. Did you ever do that? Did you ever employ the Apple tech? Yeah, District 9, but it's China with American people. Could be one of those funny little bug creatures from District 9. I also confirmed it works with oranges. Question, does the apple trick work with oranges? Get out of here. Found that out in a high school graphic design class. Any fruit would suffice. Has to be apples. I want to make apple hand pies. That sounds so good right now. Like a fresh apple hand pie. With like a little bit of a fucking turbinado sugar crusting. Oh, baby! Sign me up. You go for the gold on this one. Did you guys see the dog shit AI generated animation that they had at the beginning of the 2026 Olympics? I didn't even know that the Olympics were fucking happening this year. Like, dead ass. So both of those things came as a surprise to me. Yeah, the Winter Olympics. I guess no one fucking cares. They're going on now? Yeah, they're happening right now in, like, Italy or something. Ooh, lots of AI bullshit on the Super Bowl. I fucking bet. I guess that this is gonna be the big field test to see if AI dog shit is off-putting enough to the general consumer that they will associate any brand that uses like AI in their advertising with like low quality, right? This is the big field test. And if it doesn't come back with the numbers that the advertisers want, then general consensus was fuck this. Bless up. Thank God. The kids are gonna be all right. The kids are gonna be all right. Someone got a crazy injury today. Oh no, I hope they get better. Ah, penis. If a real person can't be bothered to make it, that's true. I think that, again, I've always been saying this, AI does have some, like, real practical applications, particularly in, like robotics and engineering and shit. I don't know. I don't know why they tried to make the first big, like, push for it. Like, ah, look. You don't have to pay a graphic designer $300 to make your company logo anymore. Oh, okay. You can just make one that looks like shit instead. My dad died driving across the AI-engineered bridge. My wife died when a fat white woman terrorist plunged herself through the glass bridge with a giant rock. This is so sad. It's over. Stop it! What do you mean? 2 Oradora 2. Fuck you, buddy. Fuck you. Fuck you, buddy. This shit sucks. I don't want to play anymore. Also, A-Wolf, I don't know if I got you earlier, but thank you so much for the Prime sub. And Mr. Lammy, thank you for the resub as well. Welcome back for 38 months. That's a long time. Hold on. I gotta look at my stitch pattern. Oh, that's a picture of a guinea pig. No, I lost it. Oh wait, no, I got it. Yes. I saved it. Kyushu Q-High pussy! You could have gone for 13 orphans. You literally could have gone for 13 orphans with that.
Now that you've gotten the hang of the mechanics of crocheting stitches, I want to tell you about one more thing, which is that the fabric you've been creating has a concept of a right or a wrong side.
Yeah.
When the wrong side is facing out, that's like saying your t-shirt is inside out. And your piece probably naturally started curling right at this point, and the way that it naturally curls actually makes the wrong side face out. The way that you can tell is because you can see that there are these horizontal bars.
Wait, hold on. Did I miss something?
Now follow the pattern for the rest of round 5 and practice this new technique of putting 3 single crochets into the same stitch. So when you're done with round 5, your piece will look something like this.
Yeah, we good.
Now that you've gotten the hang of the mechanics of crocheting stitches, I want to tell you about one more thing, which is that the fabric you've been creating has a concept of a right or a wrong side. Wrong side is facing out, that's like saying your t-shirt is inside out. These probably naturally started curling by this point, and the way that it naturally curls actually makes the wrong side face out. The way that you can tell is because you can see that there are these horizontal bars in your piece.
Yes.
Before I teach you how to make the right side face out, let's get oriented. Because you're right-handed, you're always crocheting to the left, so the next stitch you would make would be in this orange stitch marker. As we're looking at the circle this way, you have been crocheting in a counterclockwise direction.
I'm not right-handed though.
You've been putting your hook under stitches going from the
Did they have left-handed instructions?
outside of the circle. Make the right side face out, just push up on the middle of the bowl until it becomes a cap. And then you'll flip this cap upside down so that it becomes a bowl again, that it'll be easier to crochet with. And you can tell that this is the right side because you can see a bunch of V's on the outside of the piece. There are no horizontal bars. At this point, yarn tail that came with your pre-starter piece is also inside the bowl. You can think of it as putting the noodle in the bowl. And also, the stitch marker is now on the edge of the bowl closest to you.
Okay, do I need to do that?
Did a bunch of flipping, but nothing about the mechanics of crocheting changes. You're going to put your hook into the next stitch to the left. If you're right-handed, you're always crocheting to the left. Next stitch in one marked by the orange stitch marker. And the difference now, because we did all this flipping around, is that the orange stitch marker is on the edge of the circle closest to you, and now you're going to be working in a clockwise direction. So now when you put your hook into your start a new stitch, it's going to look like you're putting your hook from the outside of the circle inside. And it could turn over and pull and so on. It's do the same.
Wait, so did I... Ah, damn it. Oh, shit. My bad. My bad, twins. My bad, twins and triplet. Oh, inverted the threads. Help me! I'm doing it in a different direction now? Fuck, I didn't think it was. Fuck. Fuck. No, I don't want that. Elderly triathlon. The Grand Mathalon. I'm getting sick of these fucking terminal pieces.
Did a bunch of flipping, but nothing about the mechanics of crocheting changes. Still going to put your hook into the next stitch to the left. Right-handed, you're always crocheting to the left. Then next stitch, one marked by the orange stitch marker. Difference now, because we did all this flipping around, that the orange stitch marker is on the edge of the circle closest to you, and now you're going to be working in a clockwise direction. And now when you put your hook into our unstitch, it's going to look like you're putting your hook on the outside of the circle, inside of the circle. And I can turn over and pull and so on. Do the same.
That doesn't make any sense. Are you fucking dead ass right now? Fucking just kill me, bro. I clearly can't jong and crochet at the same time. Labao, Slab's bad, he didn't win. So they want me to go from a different direction? Crocheting in a clockwise direction this time? What do you mean, though? What do you mean crocheting in a clockwise direction? That doesn't make any sense at all.
Did a bunch of flipping, but nothing about the mechanics of crocheting changes. Still going to put your hook into the next stitch to the left. If you're right-handed, you're always crocheting to the left. Still going to be making the next stitch in by the orange stitch marker. Difference now, because we did all this flipping around, is that the orange stitch marker is on the edge of the circle closest to you, and now you're going to be working in a clockwise direction. Now when you put your hook into your start undo stitch, it's going to look like you're putting your hook from the outside of the circle inside of the circle. Then I could turn over and pull and so on. Patterns usually don't tell you when to flip a piece inside out, so try to get in the habit of always flipping your piece as soon as possible so that the right side faces out. I like to do this the moment my piece starts to naturally curve. Ready? If you've made it this far, give yourself a self 5. You've gotten over the hard part, figuring out the motions of crochet and reading a pattern. In the next few rounds, you'll be practicing the stitches you just learned. One new notation in this pattern, which is this line that says for rounds 6 to 8, do 32 single crochets. That means to make 32 single crochets for each round.
Damn.
32 single crochets for round 6,
Give yourself a... I know, it's squad goals type shit, but I'm learning a fucking skill.
For round 8. Make sure to use your stitch marker to mark the first stitch you make of each round to keep track. Done? Your piece will look like this, with 32 V's around the rim of your piece.
I know it's hashtag squad goals type shit, but that's fine. I'm learning a new skill, okay? Not a bad hand. How's the Mahjong going? It's going good. I would be a Werther's original grandma, because I'm a Werther's original young woman. Those strawberry cream savers are good as hell too, though. I think at some point down the line I made too many. Too many stitches for sure. Because now it's like way bigger than than it's supposed to be. Because it's like, do 32, and I'm like, I got like 40 holes on here, brother. I don't know what you want me to do. It's just gonna keep getting exponentially larger and larger. But you know, that's okay. I did count them, but it didn't look right. Because it also said make stitches until there are no, like, holes to put stitches into left. And legit, I did that, and it made more holes than it said to in the tutorial, so... I'll be taking that one. I'll be taking that one. Fuck. Dude, I keep dropping my stitches. Oh, baby, we passed. Please no. Please no. Thank God. I messed up an earlier step weeks ago when I fucking started this thing. So now I'm gonna be paying the price. Oh shit. Oh rat. I did see Kate Letourneau's VTuber debut trailer. I'm very excited. I don't know who her art mama is, but it looks like Pan's art style. And I'm very excited to see who made it. Because if it's the same person, that would be so cool. What does she want me to do?
Patterns usually don't tell you when to flip a piece inside out, so try to get in the habit of always flipping your piece as soon as possible so that the right side faces out. I like to do this the most. Did a bunch of flipping, but nothing about the mechanics of crocheting changes. Still going to put your hook into the next stitch to the left. Because you're right-handed, you're always crocheting to the left. You're still going to be making the next stitch in the one marked by the orange stitch marker. And the difference now, because we did all this flipping around, is that the orange stitch marker is on the edge of the circle closest to you, and now you're going to be working in a clockwise direction. So now when you put your hook into your piece and start a new stitch, it's going to look like you're putting your hook from the outside of the circle inside of the circle. Mechanics of doing it yarn over and pulling through the hole.
Oh, okay.
Righty.
I got confused on that step, but we're actually good on that one, bros. I was just overthinking it. Much like I do to everything. Get that white dragon out of here, Sonny. Get that white dragon out of here. White dragon what, you may ask? Yeah, Gay Sex Society never left. Guys, I got bad news. Which is that I think I've been putting these stitches into the wrong hole the whole time. It's over. Oh shit, we're so back. Wait, it's maybe over? Not over yet. I don't fuck with this. I actually don't fuck with that, like, thing. Do the same thing. That's fine. I'll take that. We're so back. My bees will start screaming. YouTube, dads love YouTube. Because they can get information about woodworking on it. Women love YouTube because they can get information about crafts and such on it as well. What hole are we supposed to go into? Is what I want to know. Is it this hole? Still feel correct. We're gonna need to go back to the drawing board on this one, boys. Are these the Gintama tiles? Yes. We got the Gintama background and the Gintama tiles. And the Gintama, the whole 9 yards, the whole Gintama thing. I did see that the Seahawks won, and they kind of owned the Patriots. Hitler dead. Patriots have lost. Yeah, it's crazy to me that the Patriots got fucking owned too. You lost $60? Well, it could have been way worse. Yeah, they couldn't deflate the ball, so they didn't win this time. Tom Brady couldn't deflate the ball himself this time, so they lost. No, I think that this is right. The odds favored the Seahawks anyway. I don't follow football, so I wouldn't know. Oh baby. Get out of here. Fuck! How could you? She got her fucking grippers out, bro. And you know what's reassuring, chat, is that if I completely fuck this up, I can just restart. I can just start from zero and try again. Overfold knowing. Tanyao +1. My bad, Tanyao +2. Do we cast off tomorrow? Ooh. One closer to Tenpai. No. Terminal dupes are cringe. Oh my god! I'm dropping stitches like crazy, bruh. No, I don't want that. No, I don't want that. Dora Clavada, thank you so much for the resub. Welcome back for 21 months. Thank you! This 97-year-old VTuber still jongs the old-fashioned way. Free fall. Guys, did you see that they announced that they're going to be doing a Graha, Tia, and Y'shtola, and I think Estinian Nendoroid? Ow, baby! Another $150 plus shipping and handling. It's a good smile. What Nendoroid? They're from Final Fantasy 14. Told to go. Oh, baby. And they make a Nanamigo Nendoroid. Phone me up when they got that Godbert Manderville Nendo. I think that might bring us slightly closer to Tenpai. Oh, never mind. It doesn't matter because all the tiles are gone. Oh, shit! Damn it, I got owned. I was dropping stitches when I should have been dropping bitches. Where's the Great Serpent of Ronka Nendoroid? They should make one that has that as like a little accessory. That would be cute. If they made like a Reen Nendoroid or something, that would be appropriate. Why did you get Friendship Ender? You get that? I literally don't know. Because the wording on it makes it not make any sense to me. The Friendship Ender Award. Ending a match with more than 100,000 points. Oh, I think that means that you made someone go negative? Maybe? Like one person at the board ends negatively, so the total points divvied out in the game equal to be more than 100k, which is the starting total, question mark, is my best guess. For chance. Alright, I'm locked in. I finished my round. I finished my round on my crochet piece. I'm ready to lock the fuck in. Boys. No one had more than 100k. It's 100k total for the table, I think, is what that means. So not like you had more than 100,000 points, but like the points available in the game were more than that, right? How did the table economy deflate? By someone going into the negatives for points, I'm pretty sure. I'm literally the Joker.
訪問した時もそのような笑みを浮かべていられるといいですね。
They are doing an Aoyuki character for all of the Unk style weeaboos in the chat room. That's probably a big deal to you. But all of you nephews might not know what we're talking about. You know, I saw a tweet about this and I was talking about it. And I do really believe in it. Back in the day, you used to have a waifu and like you would be dedicated to that character forever. You know? And nowadays, weeaboos just be picking like their favorite like 5 girls from the 8 different gacha games that they play. And they're swapping them out every time a new banner comes out. Absolutely disgusting. Gotta have a real waifu. Like me and Iskandar from fucking Fate Zero. I've locked in and I've never felt the need to ever find anyone else. Get out of here. I hate terminals. I hate terminal sequences. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. No, I won't be doing that. Fuck you, buddy. Kumin Tsuyuri from Chunibyo anime, and I still like her, but Yoruichi was almost there. That's fair. I locked in on Iskander and Waver from Fate Zero. That's what I want. I want an old gay man to stare off wistfully when he thinks about his dead lover. He's always be thinking, damn, what would Iskandar do in this fucking situation? In the El Malloy case file, it's so funny. Damn, fuck. If only Iskandar was here. It's crazy people still remember Chew 2 in the big 2026. Hey, man. Never, ever underestimate the bond between a teenage boy and the first, like, 6 out of 10 slightly obscure anime that he watches, that he discovered on his own, that he never heard anybody else tell him about, okay? Never underestimate that bond. It's not obscure, but obscure in the same way where it's, like, not Naruto, right? That was Mar. Dude, they had Mar on, they had Mar on fucking Toonami. That's where I heard about it. And I thought it was epic. And then they stopped fucking airing it after like 25 episodes or something, and I got pissed off. And this was back when my mom was like, no, you can't order anything on the internet because a Nigerian prince is gonna steal our credit card or whatever. So I couldn't buy manga off of eBay. Ronald fucking Nino, bitch. You've made a poor decision.
Reach. Dora. Dora.
I think that most obscure anime is obscure for a reason, okay? Because it was like some flavor of the month moe blob slop that came out 5 to 10 years ago.
G.
That should be forgotten by the annals of time. A 3x3? It depends on if you're switching up on your day ones, though. I wouldn't trust a man who doesn't still have a waifu that they've liked since they were a young man, young teenager. I would not trust that. You can't be switching up on your day ones. You know what I'm saying? Mitsuru, that's a great choice. Mitsuru is an excellent choice. Damn, we're kind of suffering from success right here. Arcuid, yeah, we got Unk status. I can't believe that Tsukihime remake did actually get announced and come out. Get out of here. It still did not have it, no. It did not have that. It's still crazy to me that it even happened at all, though. Yeah, it's crazy that FGO is over. It's actually so crazy that Fate Grand Order is just ending. Like, did they say specifically what they're going to do? I fell off FGO a long time ago, but did they specifically say... It's not like getting end of serviced, is it? They're just like ending the story? Or something? Is the game gonna continue on? Are they gonna do like reruns of old events or something? They haven't said anything other than the fact that the story is done. That's what I'm dying to know, though. I want to know more. That won't do anything for me unless I deal in right now. Okay, we're so back. They are doing like Valentine's and shit like normal. They're just done with the story. My guess is that a game like Fate Grand Order also probably requires like very little server space to maintain. So even if they aren't doing new arcs and story stuff, they'll probably just keep maintaining it in perpetuity. But then that comes into question for me too. Like, there are a lot of gacha games that got end of serviced that I wouldn't have thought would be very intensive to keep going. Like, Magia Record got end of serviced, in the West at least. And I'm like, is it really that, like, intensive to maintain a global server for a gacha game that's like PNGs. Shinjuku is great. There's a lot, I don't know. Maybe I'm a little bit of a fucking, maybe I'm a little bit of a Fate glazer. I think that there's a lot of really good stuff in Fate Grand Order. Babylon and Camelot. Most of the first arc is really bad. Pretty much until you get to Camelot, it's not very good. But all of the Lost Belts are really good. All of the Lost Belts, some of the like, what are they called? Like the incidents or whatever. The 0.5 ones that were filler arcs between Arc 1 and Arc 2. Yeah, no, Lost Belts are actually genuinely quite good. And the concept for the Lost Belts is really cool. And it's such an interesting announcement because, again, it's not an end of service announcement. It's a the story is done announcement. So I wonder if they're just going to do like funny little events that aren't written by Nasu. Like, is that what it's going to be in perpetuity now? Because I know that Nasu also wasn't involved in anything besides like the main story, I'm pretty sure, for a long time. Yeah, he wanted to finish it with the Lost Belts, and so now the Lost Belts are done. Rip Bozo. Damn. Was there another red dragon on the board? Bro, you could have literally fucking, you could have gone galactic. I would have done it. I probably would have hit the wrong button. Well, actually, no, I would have gone for it because then I could say that I fulfilled the Yakuthon and then no one could ever bug me about it ever again. Tour in the discards. Damn. Rip. Yeah, they can do more side chapters. Get like some other writer in. Nasu's like, I'm fucking done, bro. Can't believe Grand Blue actually fulfilled its promise of 12 Zodiac characters. That I know! We're getting into Unk status for a lot of the older gacha games. None of this new age Zoomer Hoyo slop. Like that old shit where it was just like a dinky little RPG that you'd play on your fucking phone that had 8 gigabytes of storage and 525 megabytes of RAM. And it'd be a little pixelated JPEG going... Choo, 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 Vanya. And now those games are getting into like 10 plus years of service, which is crazy. Vanya. Yeah, iPod Touch kind of gacha games. Good night, Gono. Have a good sleep. Get out of here. And Grand Blue is like its own like multimedia big deal franchise now. You know, with Fantasy Versus and that fucking other one they came out with. The name of which evades me right now. Relink or whatever. And did you guys see that Honkai Star Rail is going to be in Fortnite? which is weird to me. Is Genshin not more popular than Honkai Star Rail? HSR is their love child. Do they like Honkai Star Rail more because they like Honkai Third Impact? Doesn't seem like none of the characters people actually care about. The interesting thing is that the characters that are going to be in Fortnite are the characters that were popular when the game first came out. And now they're like 2 years and 2 standard deviations away from those characters, which is really funny. Right? Using a yeah, I guess if you can get either in Fortnite, it makes sense to use the less popular one. Less popular, but I know that on the months that have a really strong banner that people want to pull on, Honkai Star Rail makes as much, if not more money than Genshin. Like if Genshin has a weak month and Honkai Star Rail has a particularly strong month, Honkai Star Rail will make more. The real one that's lagging behind, quote unquote lagging behind, is Zenless Zone Zero, which I don't understand because I think it's the most fun out of all of the Hoyo games. But in terms of revenue, I think a bad banner on Zenless Zone Zero only makes like $4 million or something. Let's double check. And this also might only be for mobile, so it's a little bit biased as well. A bad month for ZZZ is like $10 million. For a bad banner. And a bad month, quote unquote, for Genshin Impact is 22 million. So it's about half for ZZZ on a bad month compared to like a Genshin bad month. But even then, I think that a lot of players are really upset at Zenless Zone Zero right now because of China. Because the game had like this like very strong identity of like, oh, it's like set in a big city and it's like kind of analogous to modern day settings and such. And like you use the internet and you're like a hacker and like it's cops and robbers and you got to hide from the cops or whatever. And then they just were like, actually, what if we just made it Honkai Star Rail instead? And you had mystical powers. And also you went to China. And we said, fuck this interesting city that we've been building up as a location for the entire year. But good news, which is that they are no longer in MiHoYo, China. And the new characters are super cute. The new Zenless Zone Zero characters, I fear they cooked with very, very hard. They're an idol group. And they're super cute. And even cuter than that, if you have all 3 of them in the same team, just as a fun little flavor bonus thing, they show up in the other one's attacks. Like, for example, one of them, like, has an animation where they, like, take a selfie at the end of one of their attacks, and if you just have them in the party, it's just them in the picture. But if you have all three of them, they all come out for the picture for the animation, which is so cute! Fuck! Fuck. They cooked so hard with it, I fear. It's funny how it is very funny that they take you to China in every game that they make. That's it, guys. We're going to mystical China. We're going to space China. We're going to fantasy China. We're going to modern day internet China. I'm in a very Chinese time in my life. Yeah, normies were freaking out about the new characters because they... What I don't understand... First and foremost, number one, it's a drawing, and I don't care. Number two, though, is that there are, like, way more hardcore lolly characters in Zenless Zone Zero. And nobody freaked out about those characters. But all of a sudden, these new characters, I guess just because they're popular, people are freaking out about it. It doesn't make any sense to me. Yes, this is Final Fantasy XIV music. But they just did Fantasy China again. Yeah, it was like when you're in the area, like when you're in the Feilum Heights area, I think it does an okay job of doing, you know, the modern day kind of vibe, and it's like a nice hub area and stuff. But then when you like go in and actually do the combat stuff, it just kind of felt like Honkai Star Rail in terms of the setting. And I hope that they change that coming up. It feels like they are, because they're going back to, you know, the main city and stuff for the new story chapters, which is good, but so the coping from a lot of people. And the other thing that I don't understand is that the new characters aren't really even lollies. Like, they're petite women, yeah, but it's like, again, there's like, if you want to get mad about that sort of thing, which again I think is fucking stupid to get mad about, there's like way worse examples of it. There's like way more egregious examples of it if you were fucking mad about that sort of thing. I don't know. Who is the clown? It's me. Wait, hold on. People are also mad because people data mined like the new outfits or the new characters that are going to be coming out after the next couple of patches, and they're like they're Giga Goon bait. Like, it's just they got all their whole tits out and everything. I don't know, if you have a game with a physics engine like Zenless Zone Zero, doesn't that make sense that you would do that though? Like, the whole point is women's breastily boobling. Yeah, like Dead or Alive. And it's also like, I don't know. The devs are going to make characters that are going to sell well based on their previous data, you know? They don't just have data for Zenless Zone Zero, they have data for like 3 other massively popular gacha games as well. Please no. Being Honkai Star Rail and Zenless Zone Zero. And Genshin, rather. So they kind of know, like, the characters that people are interested in and are willing to spend a lot of money on.
脳天結末さえもがこれほどに退屈だとは。
Damn. Imagine ZZZ physics on a tummy. Yes. They gotta start breaking into the Nikkei fetish market. And add a character that's actually chubby and not whatever the fuck they did for that one cowgirl in Genshin. And it's not like I don't like her design or anything, but she's not fat. And I'm getting fucking sick and tired of these goddamn tourists calling anime women that are not fat, fat. If you call Yuka from Blue Archive fat, then you need to get your eyes checked, brother. You don't know shit about anything. You don't know fuck about shit, bro. Love explaining why liking characters is problematic, but that doesn't apply to their favorites, which they clearly only like for pure and wholesome reasons. Yeah. Yeah, bro. I only like the Angels of Delusion for pure and wholesome reasons, okay? I only like the Shota character in this game for pure and wholesome reasons. Unseelie, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in. And Jupiter4227, thank you so much for the resub. Welcome back. Thank you for 18 months. No Yakuman? No. Not even Tenpai for one tonight. We had one that was almost close. I think I had 12 orphans. Not too bad. Yeah, they call them fat anime women, and they don't even have the proportions of a, not even fat, but like, I would just say like healthy real woman. Guys, did you see that DJ Khaled's on Ozempic now? It's so sad. It's so over. DJ Khaled's on Ozempic. He's gonna have that skinny penis. He's gonna have Ozempic face. He's gonna look gaunt. He's gonna starve his cells of nutrition. He will no longer be asking them to bring out the whole ocean. Real tragic. Ozempic jet ski. Your arms are always abnormally thin. Yeah, I don't know why. That just tends to be a design thing in a lot of like anime style stuff. Very interesting. Didn't they find out Ozempic has nasty side effects? I have a theory, which is that people want diet soda and Ozempic to have a really bad side effect so bad. Because they don't want to believe that a free lunch does exist, and that Coke Zero is delicious and will not do anything bad to you, and that Ozempic works and will make you lose weight. Please no.
No.
Fuck you! That, and also, like, I don't want to be that guy, but, like, I don't think there is any world where the negative health ramifications of taking Ozempic are worse than the negative health ramifications of being fucking fat, bro. Like really obese.
わしを楽しませてみせるがいい。いやあ、諸君、俺が来たわん。神様は俺を見守っているぜ。
I'll be the Joker. Just like the wear and tear it does on your body and your joints and your bones once you reach a certain point, and like your health and your cholesterol. There's genuinely... People are just ass mad, especially, you know who's the maddest people of all? Are the fucking fit bros who lost a bunch of weight by very autistically hating themselves and getting themselves into a like Globo Gym fucking dodgeball Ben Stiller ass diet, who still very deeply hate fat people because they still feel themselves to be like their 300-pound selves because they're only able to maintain their diet via massive amounts of self-hatred. They're the people who hate Ozempic the most. Either that or they're getting on it because they're actually psychotic. Not eating or diet is the same as Ozempic. There are some bullshit on Ozempic where it isn't just something that makes you not want to eat, because there have been appetite suppressant diets, pills and stuff before. But nothing that has worked to the extent that Ozempic does is the thing. It can also make you temporarily blind. Trade offer. You are no longer fat, but you might go blind for one day. Yeah, it makes it so that you have more insulin resistance or whatever, or less or something. So you are fuller from the amount of food that you do eat. So it's not just makes you feel sick and makes you not want to eat, right? Because again, like caffeine and barbiturates and diet pills and shit has been like that forever, but has never reached the mainstream, you know, popularity of Ozempic, because Ozempic really does just work. Felt better ever since. Oh yeah, no, I've lost a ton of weight too. I did it the hard way before Ozempic came out. But as someone who has been on both sides of this argument, I can say very confidently that the negative health ramifications of being morbidly obese are probably a lot worse than whatever Ozempic will do to you. And I know that people, you know, give the United States shit for a lot of things, but one of the things that we are actually genuinely very good at is testing things very rigorously before we let them go out to the mass market. Everybody always memes about Red 40 and food dyes and stuff, but the United States actually bans more food dyes and additives than the European Union does. We actually have way, way stricter requirements for, you know, like the FDA than almost any other country in the world. Not so much anymore. No, still, yeah, we do. The FDA has not changed, even though there is a Fallout ghoul who is now the administrator of health. You know what my schizo theory is? That fucking whole milk campaign was actually supposed to be a raw milk campaign. But they told RFK Jr. that the government would get sued into oblivion if they told people to drink raw milk. I absolutely believe that. The government would actually get sued if they told people to drink raw milk. I believe that. I lost weight by leaving for Japan and China, and I lost weight while eating more, and American food is poison. I wouldn't necessarily say that American food is poison. When you moved to Japan/China, did you also start walking everywhere because there was actually, like, good public transit and walkable cities? Yes, that's also a factor, too. And not to mention, I did tweet about it. I did tweet about it because I had been seeing the fucking DoorDash discourse. And, I mean, you can just make better food at home cheaper than ordering food out all the time. Riding a motorbike feels like should make you lose weight. You gotta get this shit off. You should. Yes, absolutely. I have not been keeping up with as much as I should because during the winter months I get unmotivated, but I'm still keeping in the habit. And I know that a lot of people have also been glazing China and Japan lately because it's so cheap to eat at restaurants there. And it is very nice, but I think that something that people are kind of ignoring is that it's a lot more expensive to make food yourself there as well. Buying food at the grocery store, like ingredients and stuff, is basically the same price as getting the same food made at a restaurant. So the only reason you would really learn to make food or make a lot of it is if you had like a family you had to feed. Because a lot of restaurants in Japan are not suited to a family clientele unless it's specifically a family restaurant. It's typically more catered towards the salarymen who, you know, just eat by themselves in silence for 15 minutes on their lunch break. Or it's an izakaya that appeals to salarymen who are doing their mandatory drinking after work. Yeah, ovens also aren't a typical installment, but also in Japan, when you move into an apartment, you don't get shit. You have to buy your own refrigerator, bro. You move into an apartment in Japan, you gotta buy your own refrigerator and your own washer and dryer, if you even can get one. They don't give you fucking, hey, Tony, give me an apartment with nothing. Hey, Tony, give me an apartment with nothing in it. No fucking toilet. I want to buy my own fucking toilet. Yeah, it is like Animal Crossing, bro. Japan is a great place to visit. It's also very overwhelming. Something that I think all of the weeaboos who haven't gotten to go to Japan yet, or the ones who went and wished that they could live there, are gonna disagree with me on, is that I went to Japan and I was like, wow, this was really cool and a really great cultural experience, and it was so interesting being somewhere that was so different from everything that I've known in my life. I would never fucking live here, ever. I would absolutely never move to Japan. There is no fucking universe in which I would be happy living in Japan. Absolutely never. And I think a lot of it is just the fact that I would never be content being a obvious outsider for my entire life. Because even if you naturalize and speak Japanese and become fluent and all that shit and embrace the culture and start doing all the shit yourself, you will never be accepted. Which is just a harsh reality. Yeah, you get fucking Nihongo Jozu'd a million times. My ass does not want to live there. Yeah, I'm already fucking introverted, bro. I'm anxious all the time. Feeling like the fear that everybody around me wishes that I wasn't there would be way too much to fucking deal with. You know? Yeah, paperwork hell. They still expect you to submit, like, physical shit, bro. Like, if you have to claim something as a business expense at your job, they expect you to be submitting a physical paper receipt. Is working for a Japanese company sucks? Yes. That's what people also don't understand. The people who romanticize Japan, they're like, oh, I wish that I could live in Japan. Look at all this nice stuff that they have. Wow, look at how cheap food is. Not realizing that the Japanese way of life and economy is propped up by a incredibly toxic work culture that expects you to grind your bones into dust for basically barely any financial compensation because it's for the good of the country and the good of civilization. And for people who are, you know, obviously like Japanese citizens and stuff like that, that's a sacrifice that they're willing to make for the greater good. But if you move to Japan, your ass is going to be fucking working in a way that Western society doesn't really prepare you for. Because in America in particular, we are very lackadaisical. We love our days off. We love our weekends off, you know? Europe, it would be even worse. Because Europe as an entity has basically given up. Europe is like end stage for civilization in that they don't really care about, you know, turning the wheels of industry and being the world leaders in anything because they don't have to care anymore. They already did that shit 100, 200, 300 years ago, right? So now they can just have, you know, economies that only need to sustain the people that live there and social systems that only need to sustain the people that live there, you know? There's not an expectation that Europe is going to take care of everybody in the world like there is for the United States, and China is now getting into that tier, right? And so Europeans love being lazy. Europeans are like, ah, yes, I'm diagnosed with autism. It's fucking over, bro. Ah, yes, as a European, I've been diagnosed with autism. That means I will never have to work a day in my life, ever. And will have all of my stuff paid for. All of my rent and food and entertainment, everything will be paid for because I am autistic. Even though I definitely could work if I had to. Every week they're on a bank holiday. Yeah, that too. They don't have to fucking care anymore. Keep mispronouncing Twitch chatter. Fair enough. Their asses are always on a fucking work holiday, bro. Living in the middle of nature, decently far away from neighbors and still close enough. Yeah, I mean, again, I'm biased because I am from America. I would not want to live anywhere else in the world. I think it's fair to say that if you live in a tier 1 city in China or, you know, anywhere that's not like the Balkans in Europe, you're probably living a pretty good life. But just the quality of life afforded to the average American, and even like the poorest people that live here, is so much better than almost anywhere else in the world. Autism is on a scale or a spectrum. I know. I understand that. I know that. And I know that there are a lot of autistic people who can't actually work because they don't have very high functioning autism. But in a lot of European countries, it doesn't matter whether you're low functioning or high functioning. You can just not have to work if you don't want to. Did you fucking see that news article about that fucking 21-year-old who was on disability benefits in the United Kingdom because someone showed him a live leak video when he was in middle school? Like, fuck, bro. If I had known that I could be living in Europe getting government benefits because I watched a video on Rotten.com, I would have been doing that shit a long time ago. Yes. Yes, actually European Union moment, bro. They have it good. They have it good in some ways. I watched the Pain Olympics when I was 10. Can I have some benefits, please? Gonna sound like a boomer? I'm gonna sound like a boomer because I think that people who are willing to work a little bit hard at some things have a much better quality of life than people who don't want to work hard at anything. I get it. It's not fair. Life's not fucking fair. I'm totally there with you. Life isn't fucking fair. But also, you can't just let yourself be a victim your entire life, or you're gonna be miserable. I watched Jackass. Can I get some government benefits, please? Are you dead ass right now? Fuck this shit. Fuck this shitty game. Oh, fuck you. I'm fucking dead, bro. You need agency in your life? Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I've been seeing some fucking posts on Twitter, and it is really true, where it'll be like Zoomers and younger people being like, the #1 life hack tactic to get ahead in your job and to get all these opportunities is to just work 10% harder than the average person. Because that'll put you in the top 1% of workers. And yes, there are a lot of companies that fucking take advantage of people and take advantage of your hard work and expect you to work hard for no extra compensation, etc., etc., and that's bullshit. But I don't know. You should still take at least a little bit of pride in what you do. My name is Anal, and welcome to Jackass. Thank you so much for the resub. Welcome back for 17 months. Doctors hate this one trick. I'll count that as a dub. Yeah, Rezel, you've earned it. I think you've earned that dub. Expecting an insane amount of work for people to smile while doing it is their dream job. Bro, the video game industry is actually, I would say, the most evil industry, like, currently available for you to work in. Like, they take full advantage of the fact that many people have being a game dev as their dream job. And they expect you to put in fucking tons of free work for literally nothing. Startups in general expect you to do that too. Like startup culture in the tech industry expects you to work all day, every day, be on call 24/7. And if it's a startup, you're probably getting paid nothing unless, you know, you can sell yourselves to Google or whatever. It's so fucked. Japanese animator, South Korean animator. It's so bad. The gaming industry is in an interesting place right now, I would say, because we're in an unprecedented era of of indie game devs being able to just put their stuff out there and being able to get buzz around it and sales from the internet and like a community being built around the development of their game or it going viral on Twitch or YouTube or whatever. But trying to actually work or get a job in the AAA or AA game industry is the worst it has ever fucking been. By a lot. It is so bad. Yeah, and for every Balatro, you have 1,000 no-name games. The main meta is to try and build up an audience of people that will want to play your game by posting, like, social media shorts that get a lot of buzz around them. That's what I've been seeing a lot of. The Peak devs did that really well. They were one of the first ones to do that, and they did it really well. Because they're also the same development team that made Another Crab's Treasure. And that one also got really popular by having a bunch of shorts and TikToks and stuff that went viral. They know the game. They do know the game. Social media and YouTube and Twitch and TikTok especially have brought us into a literally unprecedented era of just some guy being able to get buzz around something that they're doing. Look at Slab, bro. Look at Vedal. Look at like any of these like streamers and content creators. You know? Just it's not even about what you're doing. It's about being able to package it in a way that's interesting and engaging for an audience, you know? Let's plays aren't popular anymore. Gaming content is more popular than ever. I saw another tweet that I was thinking about too, where it was someone and they were like, oh, gaming YouTubers used to get 50 million views on their videos, and now they are lucky to break even, you know, 4 or 5 million. What happened? Is gaming not popular anymore? And the answer is not that gaming isn't popular on YouTube. It's that now instead of there being, you know, 3 big fucking gaming YouTubers, there's thousands of big gaming YouTubers, right? There are gaming YouTubers with 1 million subscribers who average 1 million views every video that you have never heard of in your entire life. Back when YouTube was still in its earlier days of monetization, and even before it was monetizable, it felt a lot more tight-knit. Like, there was like 10 gaming YouTubers, you know? Normal Boots was like, oh, there's like a VTuber group thing, like a naive VTuber group that people would get back into 2020, where they were like, we're all like fish-themed VTubers, let's be friends with each other. And then you find out that like 3 out of 8 of the ones that you found in 2020 are actually psychotic and evil or whatever, right? And then back in the days of YouTube, Normal Boots was like, oh, we're all making gaming content, let's all make a little group together. And then that exploded. Right? And that's something I think that a lot of people who were on YouTube during those early formative days kind of don't realize now. Where, yeah, you know, there's still the old heads, but there are tons of like new, young, and up-and-coming content creators that we have never heard of before. And it's not a tight-knit community like it used to be. It's a lot more like, you know, TV channels as opposed to, oh yeah, we're the gaming YouTubers, we make gaming stuff. We're the Minecraft YouTubers, we do Minecraft stuff, right? It's like, okay, well, what kind of Minecraft YouTuber are you now, right? None of the channels I ever watched had any drama or turned evil. What are you doing wrong? You're getting lucky. I've watched a lot of YouTubers that got drama. I've told you guys this before, but for a long time, Besides JonTron, of course, who was my absolute favorite. My other favorite person in normal boots was Pro Jared. Because he likes all the same kind of games that I like. And I'm sure he's a nice guy. I'm sure he's a nice guy. But it fucking sucked to see all that. It sucked to see his penis, okay? I'm not gonna mince words. I'm sure he's a great guy, but I could have gone my entire fucking life without ever having seen his penis. Was the penis that bad? Yes! Yes, it was! It was that bad.
Come.
What do you mean by bad? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do I mean? It's never good to see a YouTuber's penis. I would never want to do that, ever. No context, no circumstances would I ever want that to happen. No one wants that. Where you see the K-pop Demon Hunters cosplay. That one was funny. His cosplays are so funny. In what circumstance would you ever see a YouTuber's penis? Do you guys not remember the Pro Jared thing? Are you that nephew? Where in like 2018, a bunch of fucking people leaked pictures of Pro Jared's penis on the internet. Because he had, and also this is extra crazy, he had a fucking NSFW Tumblr where he would sexually roleplay with his fans. And shit. Which is also like a fact I could have gone my entire life without knowing. Sorry, what? Yes. That's how they got the penis pictures. Underage? No. Not underage. Don't get it twisted. They were above age consenting adults. But still fucking weird though. Still fucking weird to do that. In my opinion. In my personal opinion. I think that if a YouTuber or content creator dates or sexually roleplays with their fans, they should be put into jail. I think they should be sent to prison. Indiscriminately. I don't care if they're a woman or a man. Instant jail time. Like, maybe not forever, but for like a year. At least. They should go to prison. It just looks like a penis. What are you autism maxing right now? Are you gonna like look at your dad's penis and be like, I don't see what the big deal is here. It's literally just a penis. Yeah, it's your dad's penis though, bro. Like, it's gross and weird. I don't get it. It's just Pro Jared's penis. It's just a gaming YouTuber's penis. This penis holds no power. Yeah, I'm an adult. I know my parents had to have sex for me to be alive. I can accept that fact. That doesn't mean I want to fucking think about it all the time. Yeah, they're nonchalant because they didn't see it. They weren't there when the fucking penis files were dropping. They didn't witness the penis files live in action. I'm folding, bro. Oh, it's my dealer turn? Oh, fuck you! The one person who didn't discard it. Dickhead. Weird. Fine. I have a weird penis. God damn it. This hand actually sucks so bad. I don't care. Just accept it? What do you think I'm not accepting here? I can accept that people fucking eat ass. That doesn't mean that I want to watch them eat ass. Doesn't mean I want to look at pictures of people doing it. I don't want to look at Pro Jared's penis ever. They're all Pro Jared alts. You miss Joji? Dude, he makes male manipulator music for fucking Zoomers and Gen Alpha now. Max and Chad had the good ending, where they still get to act like mentally challenged individuals online. Is that the only YouTube penis leak ever? I don't know, actually. It might be one of the only ones, but also I don't know yet. iDubbbz got the worst ending. Can I tell you guys my schizo theory? I think that iDubbbz probably has a degradation fetish. That's the only logical explanation for why he does what he does now. There's actually no other fucking way in my mind. Getting off on being a lol cow? He's not a lol cow! He's approaching the territory. You guys call anybody who the internet can try to get a rise out of a lol cow. That is not a lol cow. A lol cow is somebody where their primary audience, massive majority, are people who do not like them and only watch them to harass them. Okay? There are still people that like iDubbbz. Alright? You guys are getting it fucking twisted. There are, yes. He's getting close, but he still has unironic fans, yes. Those people are delusional. Oh, yeah, and all the little kids who fucking drink Prime, they're delusional too. Well, guess what? It's not your target audience, dickhead. Bro, if you listen to everything that fucking terminally online, mentally challenged millennials on the internet believe, the world would be a very different place than it is. Okay? Lunchly and Prime is a sizable section of the grocery store now, and you gotta fucking get over it. You are not what is cool and popular anymore. You are on the way out. And kids are drinking Prime and eating Lunchly and fucking sucking down Mr. Beast bars, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Suck down your Zoomer slop. You fucking consumer. never eat lunchily, no! A consumer. Oh, fuck yeah. They wouldn't eat that slop. Yeah, they'd eat good slop like what I ate when I was growing up, like Lunchables and other shit full of fucking lead and preservatives. Hashtag me being a kid actually was epic because I was too fucking stupid to realize that everything I liked was actually dog shit. And I don't remember the stuff that I watched that was actually pure dog shit because I have survivorship bias in my fucking head. Bro, you guys ever notice how, like, how nowadays, like, fucking drinking apple juice just doesn't hit the same? You guys ever fucking feel that lately? You guys I've been thinking about this lately. You guys realize that, like, sucking down titty milk just doesn't hit the same as when you were, like, a little fucking baby? Kids that, like, little babies these days, they're fucking stupid. They're actually still sucking titty milk? That's actually so cringe, bro. Oh my god. These little kids are still sucking tits. Momo, it's 2026. Get over it, little bro. Oh, little bro still wants his blankie. Cringe. I haven't wanted a blankie since I was like 5. How embarrassing. That kid's fucking stupid. Blankies were way better and more comfortable when I was a kid. Anyone else notice this? Anybody else notice how blankies were actually a lot softer and more comfortable when they were a kid? I think that the blankies are just worse now. I think the blankies are definitely just worse now. Former baby reacts to crawling competition. Bro, what is this? Bro, what is this? This guy literally does not even know what he's doing. Little bro 7, he missed Yakuza 0. Laughing crying emoji. Little bro missed everything. Yeah, I saw the baby thumbnails post too. Not everyone grew up eating garbage. Yes, my mom was actually an almond mom, and she ground every single fucking piece of wheat herself. And I actually had an awesome childhood, and I'm mentally superior. I'm XIV Android. I'm mentally superior to everybody else in this chat room and all kids who are growing up, which is why I'm the most fucking annoying chatter in the world! That's why I'm the most fucking annoying person in every Twitch chat that I'm in! Seriously, bro, you are not making your fucking case! If feeding kids shit that's not slop would make them turn out like you, I would avoid it! I feel better now. God, is this what it's like every time Slab goes live? Because he yells at people like this all the time. It must feel so fucking good to stream for him. It must actually feel so fucking good to stream. It's the same. I feel great. I actually feel so good right now. Ah. I hate him with that fucking Knockman hat, bro. Damn. Slab has that big brother yell that makes you feel really bad. He does! He does! Slab has that big bro slash fucking like dad yell that makes you feel like you really fucked up when he yells at you. He gets so mad, bro. I was rewatching the fucking Mayo video. He gets so mad in that video. It's so funny. He actually like, he was like, that was the stream where he was like, I am 2 streams of this in a row away from fucking quitting streaming and I won't come back and I'll just make YouTube videos. Wait, hold on. I gotta pull up the fucking mayonnaise video. We gotta get this mauled. We gotta get this mauled. Where's the fucking Mayo video? Fucking Chinese herbs. Here we go. Here we go.
Fried chicken one is like, okay, some oils.
Here we go. Here we go.
Normally, it's some other shit. Also, this one emulsified with the same ratio. Ah, not enough vinegar. Same ratio, vinegar and water. Like, literally, it's all the same, man. That's why it's confusing how this one didn't even kind of emulsify. Did you add the oil drop by drop, or did you dump it in like some kind of American? You don't cook. Like, you actually, if you have more cooking knowledge than me, I'll eat my fucking hat. And you come in with the fucking gall to act like I'm doing the process wrong. You know less than nothing. Fuck off. I've made...
I know! This guy literally just came in and said that. And he was that's the funniest part, too, of his streams. Because people will come in and say the same backseating comment. That people have been spamming for the last hour. And they don't know that. And then they come in and he just fucking explodes. Why would he be that upset? I don't know why he was so mad about the mayonnaise. Oh, it's so funny though. Oh my god, he was actually getting so fucking angry this whole time.
You say things and say things and say, and it's the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over, and people still come in and are like, but did you consider thing you just said over and over? And it's like, I don't know. And I can't even get mad because they probably just popped in. So it's not even really their fault. Why do I have an FAQ? I fucking love to have to update a text FAQ every 2 minutes with new information that I've said. That sounds fucking awesome. Then people would be like, streamer, you need to update the fucking FAQ. They would be on that, like constantly they'd be yapping about updating the FAQ, dude. Can you program the AI chatbot? I would rather die. I gotta chill out, dude. I'm getting so mad at the fucking pitmaster, Oakley's in the truck fucking dudes telling me how to make mayonnaise. It's crazy how this one just did not work at all. Too much oil, not enough egg yolk. And I'm sorry to tell you that's simply not true. Because normally I do 2 cups of oil, 2 egg yolks.
He added a piece of text at the top of the screen for the stream that says, I have never asked for advice and I never will. He was so fucking mad. Oh my god.
This is half a cup of oil, 1 egg yolk. That's twice as much egg yolk as I normally... A little bit of vinegar. I ask my mother for tips. Okay. Hang on.
Oh my god, robbing a con, it's fucking over. Rip Bozo, you're still first though. Rage typing. He got so mad. He got so mad this stream. Yeah, fucking no wonder. Slab streaming like 12 hours a day. No wonder he streams so much, bro. Streaming feels good as fuck when you can just yell at your chat for 12 hours in a row. when there are no pretenses that you're gonna be nice to them, and you can just go fucking yell at a chat room full of 1,000 people every day. And over a Lego game, fucking screaming at the top of your lungs. Feels good until your throat dies. I don't know how he's doing it, bro. He is incapable. I know. He can't. He gets baited so easily. Slab has a Northern Lion-like dynamic with his chat. Where the thing that he's incapable of ignoring someone just being stupid and baiting him on purpose to get angry. He gets one guide so much. Oh, fuck. Fuck you. ×2, bro. I literally could have won if I had just recheat instead of being a fucking pussy. Well, I wouldn't have won, but I would have called hand. It's over. It wouldn't have changed the standings at all. Duh. I gotta go to bed. New maintenance. Horse-themed character, perchance. New year. Year of the horse, question mark. I was audio only while, well, I was, crocheting a pot holder, so. Was Hina yelling at a real person? I was yelling at a hypothetical straw man for most of it until one chatter really annoyed me, and then I was yelling at XIV Android. Is what happened. Okay. Hey, hey guys, thanks for fucking hanging out tonight. I manifested them. No, they're here all the time. I got my fucking throat hurts, bro. I gotta go to bed. Lucky there's a family guy. Lucky there's a man who positively can do. Let's raid, let's raid Shindigs, my goat. Thanks, guys, so much for, coming by and hanging out. Stream, on Tuesday. Guaranteed. We should be playing more Final Fantasy XIV with the girls. I hope you guys have a great stream. A great time. Have fun with Shindigs and everyone. Heroes of the Storm week next week, guys. It's happening. Gmart's gonna be there, and Chromu's gonna be so happy. Alright. Goodbye, everybody! Goodbye!